way we
Recording
are
in
different.
progress.
In this way we are different. I mean, since our beginning. So those who try to be happy in the past life, it becomes sort of habitual and it has been accumulated. And this is also carried to these habits. And some underlying natures as well. Because of that as well, it can happen. And about then another factor we would say is some are quite intelligent. Some are a bit slow. This is also different. And sometimes in our life, we do our action without being motivated or stimulated. Like it means we are ready to do action, to do good things. For example, we don't need much motivation. Yes, we will do that. But some people have to keep motivated or stimulated. Then we would say with motivation. But actually the word is used. Promptitude and without promptitude, without motivation, you can say. Yeah, motivation here, I think would better use the word stimulation. So that is the sankhara. Asankharika, sasankharika. Sorry, it's a bit hang. The technical term we use is the promptitude. That is the sankhara. And that sankhara is nothing to do with all things are subject to the condition, things are subject to the impermanence. And this is how our life began. This is about the mind only. Then we all understand that we human beings are a combination of both mind and body. And in the only now we can see Venerable Karunika. Where is Thai E? Is not there. Connection is not good. Mother's room. it says that in Abhidhamma, it says that this body or kaya, it appears first. And after that, we have in the previous lecture, we have a brief look at the rupa, right? Then the state of being male and female, this one, either masculinity or femininity. This is called bhava, the state of being male and female. And the third one is the virtue. That is the heartbeat. So in the case of the mind, just as we have mentioned in this previous slide, it would be the same type of jada, which is the result of good, continue throughout the soul. Then we also, since our rebirth moments, we also have this body that is only 3. At that moment, this eye, ear, nose, tongue, it is not yet developed. Right? This is still at the fetus in mother's womb. This is at the stage of fetus in mother's womb. Yeah. And it starts with very tiny of water, which is known as kalala. And at the second, it say like at another week, it is developed into a foamy water. Foamy water means, we have this example. Suppose you're going to cook the meat and you wash the meat and the water is a little bit foamy, reddish color, right? So this kind of foamy water, foamy, we would say reddish color water. It's called as the Abhidhamma. Yeah, in the second week, how it is developed. And then it become a soft flesh. From this foamy water, it is developed into the soft flesh. And at the beginning, we say that only the body is there. No eye, ear, nose, tongue are yet developed. And now it becomes like branches. It represents the limbs. It becomes Kamma. Thena. Sorry. This one, Kamma may not yet. This is in the 5th week. Kamma may it become hard or solid. And now we have these branches, which are likened to the tree. What is the Pasaka? Pasaka means the branches of the tree. So this is how we human beings are developed. Then we are familiar with this term Jivita, right? Jivita Dana. Jivita is life. And one point you still writing. So here I add at the stage of fetus in mother's womb and how it gradually develops. How it gradually develops. So from tiny water to the foamy reddish color water, then after that the soft flesh, or that become hard or solid, and later we have 5 branches that had 2 limbs and 2 hands and 2 legs, no? 5 branches. Then what the one thing I would like to highlight here. So since that tiny drop of water from which start with the body and the state of being male and female and the heartbeats, in this body, it is a combination of, it's a combination of rupas. It may, when we say about the molecule or the proton or atom, these are a combination, right? Combination of the factors. And here also, rupa never arise alone. It always occurs in a group. And in this body group, the life or jivita is there. So it means since the fetus started to develop as a tiny drop of water, life is already there. So if it is this fetus has been attempted to be damaged in a way, then it also commits the act of killing, because at the since the tiny drop of water, life is there. Okay, got it?
Oops.
Yeah, you got it?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Then I think this is how a human being is born. Then throughout the whole life, we will accumulate kamma. Right? So, Nala Dozayu, at the beginning, you shared that Kamma is the intentional action, right?
Yes. Intention.
Or an intention.
Motivation, that is volition, leads to action.
Yes, Venerable Chandima also adding, Kamma can be intentional action or unintentional action, is it? That you
According to this book, Sally.
Yeah, no, I mean, is it the point that you add?
Yes.
Sometimes Kammas are, we do many actions, sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally.
Yes.
Here, only intentional actions are taken to be Kamma.
Oh, okay.
Because there is motivation,
Volition.
volition, which is known as the Chetana.
Mm-hmm.
In Myanmar tradition, when we say Chetana, we take only good sense, right?
Yes. Yes. Offering.
Yes, thank you. In Abhidhamma, this motivation, or what we call volition, or we also known as the stimulation, represent Chetana. It is a universal mental state.
Then the new vocab is coming out, Sedana Sode.
Yes, of course. Chetana count, Chetana so can be both. Yeah. Then this, what you say, evil or the bad volition, it will lead to painful rebirth. What are painful rebirths? Hair, virya, and then animals, virachana,
Motivation.
and then would say the departed one, or the hungry ghost. This is beta we call. In Myanmar we call beta, right? Beta, beta. Beta come from this word beta. Like we used to say, those who try to hinder someone's doing marriage. We used to say, beta, you will become a beta. But you hinder someone's marriage. Yes, that's the right thing. Or maybe we try to accumulate some evil mind and try to make this marriage to be unsuccessful, hinder in a way, disturb in a way, stop in a way. That person, you might have heard in the stories, there is one particular Buddhist text in the name of Beta Virtue about the ghosts. What is their karma, right? Then once Venerable Sariputta and the monks were going for alms round, and they saw this one Beta, a hungry ghost, running around the bank of the river, and although being beside the river, that being out of his or her own karma cannot get even a tiny drop of water. Then the monks, they felt so pity. They tried to get water with their alms bowl and pour into that Beta's mouth. Just as time passes by, but that wasn't successful due to that past evil karma, that Beta didn't get even a drop of water. So some of the Betas, they live in our environment, and as we throw some leftover rice and some excrement, they have to dwell on that as well. But some of them, they have a mixture of this kusala and akusala, past karma. So you might have heard of this, right? They will have some good situation in the daytime, but they might have to suffer. So it's a mixture of both good and evil. Then think about the animals. Some pets, they live so well, even better than maybe some needy person who have difficult life. But what is more important is that they are not in a state of, they are not able to do any kind of merit. Yes. They will just eat, they will sleep. Some may have some higher IQ, then they can be trained better than others, right? Mm-hmm. But some may not be able to. But importantly, they're not in a situation to do merit. But you might have seen in some of the video clips, like some of the cats and dogs, staying at the monasteries and temples. They also bow down, maybe even at the lay people's home, they try to bow down. They do not have the knowledge, wisdom, this is good, but this is how they imitate. But maybe this one also carries some potential of karma. Then what move on to another life is the potential of karma. You eat the chili, right? Do you feel pain right away? Maybe not. No? Maybe in the you eat some very spicy food, and by the daytime or at night or maybe next day, you might feel so hot or you might have diarrhea. How the energy or this potential is accumulated. Another one is called as the titans or the demons. That is in the
demons.
Asura Kaya. Tai is not able to join, right? She's not there.
Demons.
Yeah. So another type of beings, titans or demons. Asura Kaya. In Myanmar we call Aturake.
Okay.
Different kinds of Asura Kaya. Some live in the celestial abode as in a form of lesser power deities. And some, it says that their life is so hard. They have to live at the very deep cliff, the mountainside, and they have to hold their hand to the cliff so that they can live. And it's also very dark. And when they encounter each other, they take each other to be food, and they try to grab that food. And as they lose hold of their hand of the grip, they fall into a very deep icy water and they die. So it means how this, for Myanmar people, we can read a lot in Tenjo Batatika, in Tao Musiado. Tenjo Batatika. It is explained in detail. And there are many texts that explain about the 31 planes of existences. As I come across how the evil action of volition lead to woeful or the painful rebirth. Right? So this we call the four apaya, hell, niraya. In Myanmar we call ngeye, right? Ngeye. Niraya means devoid of happiness. Devoid of happiness.
Devoid of happiness.
Divine.
What?
Apaya. It's apaya. These
Oh,
planes,
the
all
plane.
planes are known as the yes, apaya. Apa and ya. Apa means devoid of. And aya is happiness. It means mostly the suffering prevails.
Yeah.
In those planes. No, I try to put it as the heading first.
You look like you.
You put the arrow. Yes.
One. That would be one. Two. Then four.
That's 4. So this is how the unwholesome mind, which is rooted in the Loba, Dosa, and Moha, they can send us to the brain to be reborn in this plane. So this is like just as Nana Tusa says, Chetana Sure, this evil Chetana, or the Chetana that arises with the evil mind. This is known as the evil Chetana. Yeah. Then I think I would like to relate to something that that Nana Tusa was telling. I couldn't understand the root of evil action, right? I think I would like to explain in connection with it. Then what are the evil action? 10 kinds of evil action, right?
Yes.
What are 10 kinds of evil action? What is number 1? Right? Panatipada.
Silly.
Stealing. And the third one?
Lawful sexual relations.
This bodily action, right? 3 bodily action. And the fourth one?
Telling lies.
Harsh speech. What is
Speech that split up friends.
I would say
Speech that splits up friends.
splitting speech. And then
Saying abusive words, harsh words. Abusive words.
and
Sa- Covetousness.
covetousness.
Covetousness. I don't know that one. Hatred. Wrong view.
So we know that the first 3 represent the body action, okay, and unlawful sexual misconduct. And the second group, telling lies, splitting speech, abusive words, and senseless talk. These
Verbal.
are verbal action and covetousness. This is known as, abhidhamma. Abhidhamma means thinking towards others' properties. To gain it. This is the literal meaning. When you see something like tempting and luxurious, like some people, or would it be mind and thinking towards this is like covetousness, abhidhamma, and ill will and wrong view. So the last three, they form the Kamma, mental action, just in the mind. Nobody might have known it, but we know ourselves. Then killing. It says there are two kinds of roots. Now let's see lobha and dosa.
My battery is almost gone.
You can come to the library.
Join in the
yes, please.
mobile.
No electricity. Lah.
Yes.
Like half an hour.
I join in my phone.
Okay, so now let's think about this. Some people, they commit robbery, right? And they commit robbery because they want to have something. They want to gain somebody's property, right? Then it is done out of lobha.
Sanima, you join too.
Yes, I did one.
Yeah. So when someone kill another person out of wanting to gain something, this is committed out of lobha, right? Out of wanting, grasping, craving, attachment, want to have it. Sometimes people kill one another out of hatred as well, isn't it? There are many cases.
Yes.
They bear the grudge in mind, and when the opportunity comes, they commit it. So it means it can be out of this dosa. Dosa means anger, hatred, because we hate somebody. It can also cause to killing. Sometimes it is due to lobha, want to have it. This is what you say you don't understand when it comes to the root. So when this killing is committed out of wanting to gain or possess something, it is because of this lobha. And on the other hand, it can be due to hatred as well. You kill somebody. Then how about stealing? Now you understand the nature. How about stealing? Can it be both or can it be just one? Let's take it.
Stealing. Lobha.
How about dosa? Is it also possible? I think so. It's also possible. Not that person doesn't want to possess, but maybe steal it and throw it away or something.
Oh, yes.
Isn't it possible?
Yes.
I think it's also possible. How about this unlawful sexual relations?
Nice. Speaking.
What have you read in the book, Nana Duza?
In this one, they said they didn't say anything. In here, that is.
Actually, it is like that. Here, first I say that we kill somebody because we want to gain something, right?
Yes.
But actually, it is like that. At the moment of killing, maybe this can be the motivation. Lava is the motivation.
In here, unlawful sexual relations, covetousness, and wrong view are rooted in lobha.
Covetousness. Yeah. So actually, we have to take that way. Maybe because we want to gain something, we can commit killing. But this is just the motivation. At the moment of killing, it would be only one. It would be only one.
Dosa.
Because only dosa. Sorry, please. Some want to gain some would be the motivation to kill, but at the moment of killing, at the moment the killing is committed, this is due to the and so is this one, abusive what?
Abusive words.
Yeah. And of course, ill will definitely is also dosa. This we do.
Come in.
This we already know Panadipada. Also connection is not stable. So these three, killing, abusive words, and ill will, they are rooted in the dosa. In this unlawful sexual relation, of course, it is rooted in lobha. Want to possess it, want to have it.
Ill will.
Mm-hmm.
Ill will.
Yeah. This is lobha. And
Telling lies.
Telling lies.
Lobha and dosa.
Yeah, both are possible. And how about abusive words?
Fleeting speech.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. Want to have friendship with that person, so try to use the splitting words or the dividing speech. Or sometimes people try to say these splitting words because they hate one person or both. So it can be both lobha and dosa. But abusive words, of course, that is
dosa,
dosa.
senseless talk,
Let's talk. It would be both. Let's say loba and
loba and
dosa.
dosa.
And covetousness, of course, this is loba, thinking to possess some property.
Loba.
And ill will definitely is dosa. And wrong view, because that is the, attached to one's view or thought. That is the loba. So this is how it can be rooted. This is 10 kinds of evil action. So on the contrary, we also have this, this we call 10 kind of evil action we call dojjarita. In Myanmar we call dusayai. Dojjarita. Dusayai. So when we say dojjarita, or when we Myanmar people say dusayai, it means like big crime. But according to Abhidhamma, not only big crime, even these small things, they are evil action. So these are to be regarded as the dojjarita. And on the contrary, when we avoid doing this, we call sujarita. Instead of killing, avoiding from killing, stealing, avoiding from all this speech, right? And you can also see, like, for the others, we can understand telling lie. Instead of telling lie would be telling truth, right? Then instead of this splitting word, that would be like words that would combine people. Instead of dividing, on the other hand, when we avoid this, that would be combining people. And then when we say this covetousness, this is non-covetousness. Doesn't want to gain others' property. And ill will, then it becomes abhyabhada or mitta, the thought of mitta. And then instead of wrong view, that is the right view. So the sujarita can be, by avoiding this, it tend to become sujarita, right? Right action. Then another 10 kinds, we would say 10 kinds of punya kiriya vatu. Right? Punya kiriya vatu. How we can accumulate in our daily life. The first one, we all know that is the dana, right? So these are easy already, but some are new to us. Dana, liberality, generosity, what is, and also giving.
Recording in progress.
Then where is it gone? Sharing knowledge. Then, more importantly, we need to have right view, right? Deity. Yeah, the word deity is significant because deity chu Kamma. It means deity uchuka. So please don't think deity means wrong view. Deity can mean two things. The first one is view or philosophy or thought itself. Another one is deity is wrong view. So whenever we see deity, please don't take to be wrong view. It can be just simply view or thought or thinking or philosophy. This is the first meaning. Another meaning is wrong view. Uju. Straightening Kamma. That is straightening one's view. Having the right view, straightening one's view.
Straightening.
Yeah. Uju is straight. Straight or upright. Straight or upright. You know the Kayuju Gada, Chetuju Gada, you remember that in the Cetasika chapter? Then Uju means something straight or upright. So after this, the main group is Dana Sila Bhavana, and we will try to add them into that three main group. So under Dana, what do we have? Pati Dana and Pata Numodana.
Patidana.
They belong to this group. This is the Dana group. And the second one is Sila. Sila group. Let me take it to the two group. This is the Sila group. Under Sila group, is surprising. This Apajayana, reverence, and Vayavija, these two are included. So why should they belong to this one? Why are they to be taken as the Sila group, morality group? So when we say morality, there are two forms. Normally we say refrain from killing, stealing, etc. Right? This is something to avoid from. This we call Vareda Sila. Vareda Sila. Vareda, to refrain from. Here I write for you. It is not concerning here, just for your knowledge. Vareda. So this is we would say there are two kinds. One type or one aspect of the Sila. One aspect of this sila is the avoidance from doing wrong. So this is one aspect of sila. Another aspect of sila is the charita. That is to fulfill. Fulfillment, we would say. What do we have to fulfill? We all have teachers, right? Fulfillment. And we treat our teacher with care and respect. This is also a kind of sila. Those who are elder of age or the morality or the knowledge, we treat them with respect. So this kind of sila we call as the charita sila. So this is the fulfillment part, fulfillment aspect. This is the avoidance aspect. So in this way, we can see that this apajayana, reverence or due respect, and vayavija service, we should also provide some service to our teacher, assist them as
Recording in progress.
Kamma
Where?
sawana.
Pati.
Samasona.
Pati dana is in dana.
Sorry. Patidana. Padanumodana. Oh, sorry. This one go to here.
Oh.
Patidana and yes. Patidana and Padanumodana. They belong to Dana group. The Sawana go to the Bhavana group. Sawana. Dhamma Desana and they teach you Kamma. So this is how we classify. So let me repeat. Patidana, bearing marriage, and Padanumodana, rejoicing in others' marriage. They are form of dana. And when we come to the Sila group, we have this Apajayana and Vayavija, due respect and service. They belong to the Sila group. And here Sila, please understand them as the fulfillment aspect of Sila that we have to fulfill. Then the remaining three, Dhamma Sawana, Dhamma Desana, and Deitiju Kamma, listening to Dhamma, sharing the knowledge or sharing the Dhamma, and the straightening one's view. They belong to the Bhavana group. So this is how we accumulated merit in our daily life. Then I think I would like to talk a little bit about which one which one will go first. We have to have. And again, so now we go to the
Recording in progress.
Gravana. I want you to understand in a simple way. Good or bad karma. So in Abhidhamma, we use wholesome and wholesome, right? Wholesome and wholesome, skillful, unskillful, healthy, unhealthy, moral, immoral. So that we have seen at the beginning. Good or bad karma. That produces here means cause. Causes. A new rebirth. You will see. And the second one, supportive karma. This is the Upatthana karma. If you are Pali words are easy, later you can get from the slides. My computer has some problems, so I couldn't send you the old slides. Now I slide one. I sent the previous one from Rupa chapter. Supportive karma. It means, again, this is good or bad karma. That support.
Recording in progress.
Obstructive karma. And somebody obstruct when somebody obstruct your way, you're not able to move. So in the same way, that obstruct is the fourth one. That is the destructive karma. So again, that destroy the productive karma. So some karma, they can produce a new life. Some karmas are just supportive, not very strong, right? When you can build a new house, mean you are really strong. In the same way, when karma is really strong, it can produce a new life. But some karma are not so strong. They can just give support. Maybe for education, for food, so they use support your parent, for example. It is right. So give somebody. So this is the karma by way of action. And another one, this is also interesting. Which one will produce our next life? I mean, which one will come? Which karma will come in our next life? This is karma by order of ripening.
I did number one.
Are you talking to me? And are you talking?
Which one is
what did you say?
the productive one, right? Which one is the best one, right? I think the first one is the best one.
Oh, yes. Yes, productive karma is the best one in the sense that
Yes.
it is the strongest one. The strongest.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, thank you. And you know, karma by order of ripening, it's a weighty karma.
Karma.
In our life also, people who have weight, you know, they are on top. Weighty karma, we call garuka karma. So this garuka karma will definitely produce result in the next life. And there are two parts, good side and bad sides. Garuka karma. So if we don't have garuka karma, then another one will come as the second option. This is the first option. So karma with great power. In producing result. So it can be both good or bad karma. With great power in producing result, there are two types, both types. So on the evil side, that would be 5 Anandariya karma. You might have heard of this one, Pinsanandariya karma, right? Pinsanandariya karma, this one. 5 is Panja, Anandariya is the that would produce the include. You know, that is the first one. In Myanmar, we call Ganji Thai, right? Ganji Thai. Second one, patricide. But not patricide. And the third one, mother of an arahant. Because this is the highest noble person who have already removed all the mental impurities or the mental defilement. And the fourth one, wounding the Buddha, making any damage to the Buddha, wounding the Buddha. Like Devadatta, he tried to hurt the Buddha, so he tried to push the very big rock while the Buddha was taking walking meditation, and he can't kill the Buddha, but one small piece of this rock
Recording in progress.
and if he or she doesn't do certain, is the meaning by order of ripening. If there is any weighty karma, it will definitely produce in the next life. Amen. And the second one, by order of ripening. What is the second one? Asana karma. That is the death proximate karma. Karma that is performed at the last minute. That is done or renewed. So here is another condition. Done means we do at that moment. That's why when a person is on the deathbed, we try to remind that person of good deeds. Renew at the moment of dying. What is meant by renewing? So we let someone, the person who is about to die on his or her last moment, we try to prepare, if possible, some maybe robe or something to offer, and let them offer with their hand. This is that proximate karma. This is a new one that is done at the last moment. Or another one, renewed. Renewing, you have many kinds of people have many kinds of marriage in life, and you try to recall their memory, or you have done this marriage, please try to think about that. So this is what is meant by renew, recalling their memory. Recalling the memory. So if there is no Garuka Kamma, this death proximate karma will produce its result. This is the meaning. That should be number 2. Now we have number 3. Then, when this can't be performed, what will come to help for us? This habitual karma. We call Ajena Kamma. We say Asenaka, right? It comes from this Pali word Ajena. Ajena Kamma. What is Ajena Kamma? That is habitually performed. We make as a habit. Or we perform or accumulate it. That is habitually performed or accumulated. So, it means that if there is Garuka Kamma, it's upside down. If there is Garuka Kamma or Vaiti Kamma, definitely it will produce result. If there is no Vaiti Kamma, then what is the next one? Death Kamma. Either you perform marriage or you try to recall memory of your marriage. This is what is meant by death. In Pali we call asana. Asana means getting near. And if there is no chance, if there is no death proximate cause, what can help us is our habitual karma, which is known as the Ajena Kamma. In Myanmar we call Aseka. Okay? But still, for those who don't have any Ajena Kamma, what would we say? Reserve Kamma. And reserve Kamma we call Katata Kamma. And what is Katata Kamma? Katata Kamma means that is just being done without special position. Which is not a very strong one. So this is how karma will produce result. I mean, like now we do many kinds of karma in our life, both good karma and sometimes maybe intentionally or unintentionally some evil karma. Which one will produce effect in the next life? So this is the criteria the Buddha has given. And the next one, that is the karma by time of ripening. I think maybe, is it you or shall I continue one?
Yeah, as for me, it's okay.
Okay, then just one or two more slides. That is karma by time of ripening. This time, the order, now time. which one will produce result?
Kamma orders.
Kamma by time of this is the first one is the immediately effective. Abhidhamma Vedaniya. I don't know if the host is available also, or otherwise maybe cut like last time. Abhidhamma Vedaniya. In Myanmar, we say data ajobated, right? Checking ajobated or like immediately effective. That is number one. And the second one, that is the subsequently in the next one. Acha.
Vedaniya.
Subsequently effective.
Yeah. The third one is the indefinitely effective.
Indefinitely.
We don't know, not definite. This is the aparapriya.
Yeah.
The fourth one, that is Jifan Kamma. We have heard of a healthy gam chitwani, right? Just get wasted. So by immediately effective karma means this life. Subsequently effective in the next life. And the third one, indefinitely effective. Let's take that way. This life is the first life, right? Next life we would take to be second life. After the next life, the coming life we would say third life till attainment of the
Life.
yeah. Third life to till one attains final liberation.
Third life.
Till One attain final liberation means Nibbana. In order to understand this, we have to understand Nala Tuza, you read energetic mind. You remember that word?
Energetic mind.
Javana.
Energetic.
Energetic mind. Javana.
Oh yes, energetic state.
Okay, energetic state, Javana. So in Myanmar, we used to say by Sawana. In Myanmar, we call so. When we do Sona Loda, Moya Mamati, like when we really make efforts or when we are really concentrated, we didn't even think of getting tired or something like that. You know that one? So here Javana are considered to be the most energetic, and at that moment we accumulate kusala and akusala. Okay, so we would say kusala javana and akusala javana. Javana would be two kinds in this particular context. Then it runs 7 times. In the thought process, or mind process. Then this order of ripening is measured or judged in terms of these javana. It says that among the 7 moments javana, the first javana moment produces result in this life.
Next life or second life?
Got it? Javana 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And the first moment of javana, it produces result in this life. Then we might think that because it is so strong that it produces result immediately right away in this life. But it say it is not. Now we are human being, and suppose your karma is very strong, it would make you reborn in the celestial abode, which is much stronger, right? Which can produce another life. Then this is done by the last 7 javana, last javana moment. After this, I will conclude. And we have 5 moments in between, isn't it? The first javana produces result immediately in this very life, and the last one in the next life, second life, and the middle 5 middle javana. They will produce result in the third life till one attains Nibbana. And then what is defined karma? It means, suppose so on having attained the Nibbana, it become a horsey karma and expire. If one attain Nibbana, that karma doesn't produce anymore because that is the end of all the life or samsara. So I think that should be enough to understand basically on what karma, how we can accumulate karma in everyday life on the basis of this of merit punya kriya vitu, and even like our small karma like service and paying respect, they are even considered to be a kind of sila or morality. So we can accumulate without any cost or without much difficulty. And when we want to know which karma will produce result in the next life, this is the criteria. And for condition of death, I think you can understand. I will just talk it. You can refer to that later. The first one is the expiry of lifespan. So these days, human lifespan is 75 years. So those who live up 75 or beyond, their expiry is just expiry of lifespan. In Bali, we call ayokaya, ayu means life, ending of lifespan. Over 18, 90, or just they have lived good enough. Maybe we really want our maybe teachers and parents, grandparents to live longer, but they live up to the lifespan. Another one, Kamma, that is expiry of karma. That can happen anytime. Just newborn baby or 1 year, 2 year, 10 year, 20 year, expiry of karma, right? And the third one, expiry of both, like karma in this lifespan and karma, like in the elderly people. And the fourth one, upachedaka karma, that is the like people dying of accident or something like that. Untimely death, we would say. The first one, expand. Second, expiry of karma. The third, expiry of both. And the fourth one is like the untimely death, upachedaka karma. So I think this should a bit cover of understanding how this karma is. And I know that you are much tired and won't be able to absorb anymore. So I will share the slide with you now. And I think the others are quite introductory part. But for this karma, I think though not much, we cover up to an extent. Then we will have only one more class. Then I will try to read the standing material early this time so that you can read ahead. And if you are interested in this karma, now you have some basic knowledge, then maybe you can write on this, or if you are more interested in some other part, you can choose it. But I know that the other formal lectures are quite introductory and doesn't cover the concept as a whole. So I think I will let you rest now. So thank you so much for your kind attention. And for Tai Yi, maybe she can just study from the slide because she's not there. And Utas are also not there. So I'm regret that they can't be online. But through this, I think it's not difficult to follow. So thank you so much for your kind attention. And yes, let's recite Bodha Sasana, Chiram Data 2, 3 times to conclude our discussion. Bodha Sasana, Chiram Bodha Sasana, Chiram Bodha Sasana, Chiram Sadhu.
Thank you, Siale.
Thank you. So I will stop share and I will check and I will send the slides.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I will leave the meeting now.
Yes.